Alright, evening everybody. Just gonna get back into it from our Techno Samson run. And yeah, just another day, you know? Oh, another blue baby. Let's party. Alright. So, yeah, hope the week's been good for everybody. It has been decidedly average for me. I think I talked about this last time, but I don't know where that move came from, but awesome. Oh, stuck. But yeah, it's been decidedly mediocre for me, but that's new. That was a really garbage hit to take. I'm grumpy about that. Anywho. I realized something this week that I think is kind of funny. So I know I talked about this before, I think on Wednesday? I don't know. Anyways, I know I talked about it before, but so I've got a herniated disc in my back and my neck. And I think this is Gemini and I want this. Yeah, I like Gemini. So I got a herniated disc in my back and neck, and so, you know, some days suck. There's just no two ways about that. I don't go on social media much, but I got lots of family and stuff that are on social media. And so I tend to reach out to them and say, hey, you know, I think I can, like, let's see if we can get Curse of the Mazed into the shop. You know, hey, you know, figure I should let everybody know I jacked my back up royally, and yeah, that's about it. Like, I don't want pity, just, you know, if I'm grumpy as hell next time I talk to you, that's why. And I got one person, and it's a dude I've known for, God, I don't even know, it's been over a decade that I've known the guy. And his response stood out to me. So all my family and stuff were like, oh, you know, I'm so sorry, you know, it must be so uncomfortable, like, I hope, you know, I really hope you don't have surgery, but, you know, sometimes physical therapy doesn't work. You know, they were really nice. It was nice things. Nice things were said. And then there was my buddy, who just said, and this will probably be the first time I say something like this on the channel, but his reply was, fuck you, you fucking fuck. And I feel like most people would be, they'd feel some kind of way about that. And I could do nothing but laugh. It honestly made me laugh my ass off. Because, like, this is a dude who knows why I have herniations in my neck and back. And so, for the many people who don't, which will likely be basically everyone that's not, you know, direct friends or family, I lived a very active life, and that, doing so, tends to put a rather large strain on your body. When I say active life, I have raced longboards, I've raced longboards being sponsored to do so. I have ridden motorcycles, you know, I've crashed cars, I've fallen off roofs, I've jumped off roofs, you know, I rode BMX for years and years, and I rode skateboards, and, you know, I lived a very, it was fun. It beat the hell out of me, but it was fun. And, so, to me, it was just the best acknowledgement of, like, you know, you're kind of getting what you deserve, man, like, it's not, I didn't take it as an insult whatsoever. In fact, I thought it was hilarious. And I still think it was hilarious. And that just, it highlights to me, like, I don't want to call it the misunderstanding, but, like, just the difference, you know. I earned my battle scars. They hurt. You know, I'm not happy that my back is shot, but, you know, I earned my battle scars. And at least one person acknowledges it for, you know, whose fault is this actually? Like, let's be real, this stuff didn't happen because, like, I was nice to my body and I just got dealt a bad hand. No, I had fun, and I wrecked myself, and now I'm paying the price, just like everyone in my life told me I would. This is gonna stink, because that's not a red heart upgrade, but it gives me a damage up. Oh, that's a bad deal. Alright, so I'm gonna take this, because if this gives me a soul heart, it does. Now we're taking Dark Bomb. Heck yeah, because Dark Bomb is going to be our little HP generator for the rest of this run. Anyways, I earned my scars. And I deserve, you know, to the extent that I do, the pain and discomfort from earning those scars. Because, you know what? It was fun. And, if this is the price I pay for the amount of fun that I had in my life, I wouldn't change a dang thing. Like, and the other thing is, like, I'll get into this in just a moment. So the initial prescription for, like, hey, you know, what is, you know, what you need to do is, like, I need to exercise. Like, okay. Like, what do you mean I need to exercise? It's exactly what we said. Like, your stuff's jacked up because, you know, you broke yourself, and now you're kind of paying, that bill came due. And, our response basically is, yeah, you gotta get stronger. And, like, that sounds like a good deal to me, man. Like, oh, you know, I keep joking with the physical therapist. I'm like, eh, if we keep this up at this rate, I'll have abs by summer. My wife might actually be happy about that. And they think it's funny to a certain extent, because I'm sure everyone and their mother says that to them. But yeah, I don't know. I know there are different ways to, you know, different ways to interact with people, but it's just, like, really refreshing to not be, like, treated like I was somehow dealt a bad hand. It's like, no, I did this to me. Like, sure, I didn't want to hurt, but, like, you can't fall off a building and really expect yourself to just be like, nah, I'm fine. Like, no, you're gonna get hurt. Like, it's gonna be a bad time. Shoop to whoop, I will take. So yeah, I just kind of had to talk about that, because, like, it's nice. They're, you know, they're saying nice things. That's very nice of them. But it's like, at the same time, like, you all know exactly why I'm like this. Like, let's not sugarcoat this too much. Because one of us definitely screwed themselves up, and one of us definitely did not. So, but yeah, that's just kind of something it makes me chuckle a little bit, but at the same time, it's just always kind of, you really gonna do me like this? Now it's gonna give me like 5, 4. That was one off. Alright, so I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Did I get the poop? But I already had the poop. Why did I get the poop again? That was just a terrible series of events. Anyways, that was a waste of 15 cents. So I got some. Ooh, goat head. Demon baby. Or not demon baby. Demon, goat head. Goat head. Oh, this is garbage. But yeah, I don't know. I just. That, it reminded me of, like, the old humor. And it's not. I don't know. It's. I'm not saying you should harass people. I'm absolutely not saying that. But there was a different kind of humor back when I was growing up. And it was kind of refreshing because it's, in a lot of ways, like, I read books from a gentleman named Jocko Willink. What the heck was that? I read books from a gentleman named Jocko Willink, and I've read a couple books from and watched a couple of discussions from a gentleman named Jordan Peterson, which is fairly controversial, I think, but I mean, I watch and listen to many people, so I hope that everyone takes that with a grain of salt, but do as you will. And he talks about how in a lot of those situations, the ability to make a joke towards, you know, you have to be okay with dark humor, of course. The ability to joke and make, like, dark jokes during a time of difficulty, in a lot of ways, it's showing faith that that person can get through it. It's showing that you have unwavering faith that, you know, they're not going to be crushed by whatever they're going through. You know, and if you don't know that person, or if you don't have that kind of relationship with people, then yeah, I could definitely understand how you wouldn't see it as okay and things like that, but I don't know. I like I said, I earned my battle scars, and I wear them, if not proudly, at the very least. I just wear them. But it's just one of those things where I think it's kind of funny. And yeah, you're getting shooped. I don't like you, Chubb. Oh crap. Yeah, it's all just kind of is what it is, and you know, dark humor, it's not for everybody, and I think that we shouldn't try to get rid of something just because it's not for everybody. Like, some things ain't for everybody. It's just how it is, and that's okay. That needs to be more okay. Like, I don't even have a good example right now, but I got stuck because I'm not paying attention because I'm distracted by myself. I hate Peep. Peep is probably one of my least favorite bosses to fight. It's just so annoying. Did get my key back though, which is good. Yeah, just the whole thing is just kind of, it's a situation, and like I said, my stuff is jacked up, and I earned it, and I think it's funny that my buddy, instead of like offering his condolences or something like that, which, you know, it's not that I think that he doesn't feel anything like that for me. It's just like, yeah, he's gonna laugh about it. Yeah, it's just his way of expressing it and his way of having faith in, you know, my ability to get through it. But yeah, it made me chuckle, and I don't know. I like it. I don't go on social media much. I dislike it as a rule, I guess. I think that it is rather poisonous. Used properly or improperly, like it's just a poisonous thing, and I think that it has a tendency to, oh my gosh, I want to be away from all of you. It has a tendency to just cause more issues than it solves. It's like, yeah, you can talk to someone on the phone, that's great, but the other problem is that you can decide who not to listen to, and sometimes when people do that, they create these massive echo chambers of a whole bunch of people that they don't want to listen to, and that's, you know, most of the time that's fine, I guess, but when you have a bunch of people shouting the same thing, it's typically not a good scenario, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, y'all need some diversity of thought in here, or, you know, someone's gonna yell something stupid. And there's just plenty of instances of this in history. Like, yeah, someone should have talked to Bobby down the street before he did all that stupid stuff. And yeah, I think it would go a long way for, if not solving problems, certainly diminishing unfortunate occurrences, is what I'll say. Jar of Flies is really good. Let's see if I can get 2 more cents. I don't want to take a hit because I do want to try to get a Devil Deal, but also I can't really afford a Devil Deal because we'll go down to a half heart and probably die. And now we're at 3, so should probably buy that Soul Heart. You're getting shoot. Oh, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes! Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is just buy the Soul Heart and be content that we'll probably live longer. But anyways, like, you know, if you're breaking down these echo chambers, and this is for any subject, I'm not talking about any particular subject with this, I'm just saying in general. You break down these echo chambers, you know, and increase diversity of thought and diversity of opinion, like, you're gonna have a better time. Just, like, no one person holds the keys to the universe. And so, really? Chub again? I already fought you once, I don't want to fight you again. Didn't... Yeah, knew I was gonna get hit somewhere. Alright, so we can't really get hit again. If we get hit again, we're having a bad time. Yeah, I think that's something that is kind of... I don't want to say underrated, but underrated. Like we need diversity of thought. So I do not want Guppy's tail. Yeah, really don't want Guppy's tail. So we're going to put this in. I think diversity of thought is something that's thoroughly underappreciated because, you know, it's the people that you tell them, like, oh, well, you can't do that. Like, that's just not possible. And their first reaction is, why? Why is that not possible? That's the kind of questions and stuff that get things moving, you know, that change, you know, they're the kinds of things that alter the course of history, you know, alter the course of humanity, and really just get the ball rolling in really good directions, typically. Sometimes definitely not, though. But yeah, I just think it's, like I said, it's diversity in a lot of ways is very good. You know, it really, it does a lot of good things, and it can be a game changer in a lot of ways, because I hate Q-bones. You suck. It can be the thing that changes, like, everything. But yeah. Oh, I'm taking a lot of hits right now. Oh my gosh, what is this? I have never seen this room before and I hate it. I don't know how I didn't get hit. Glad I didn't. Don't know how I didn't. I love you, Gemini. You're doing so good. Keep up the good work, buddy. I need BFF. Gemini needs BFF. So I can just run scared and get all the secret rooms. See? Ooh, that was cheap. I don't like that. Yeah, I have no idea about this YouTube thing. It really is so hit and miss. I have no idea how... Wait, are both of my secret rooms right here? Oh, this is gonna be funny. So this increases, like, rebound. So many bombs, that's awesome. This YouTube thing is just so freaking confusing for me. Like, not like, oh, I should be doing it or shouldn't be doing it, but like, I just have no idea about, like, these trends or why they're happening. Like, I noticed that all of my views are basically, like, on Friday, when I feel like nobody would be watching because, you know, it's Friday. Like, why would you be watching some dude play a video game on the internet. You know, when you can spend time with a significant other and enjoy your time away after you get off work and stuff. Like, and I'm not saying that, yes, let's boycott Brad and his, you know, his dastardly gaming on Fridays. How dare he? I'm just like what are y'all doing? Like, why are we getting hit so much? No more of this. We're done here. Go away, monster. Took a lot of damage. Anyways, we might have enough. Yeah, we got enough. It's just very confusing to me that it's like, oh, well, all right. I guess you guys kind of do your own thing on Fridays. I guess I figured no one would really have time on Fridays. But yeah, that's when like all of my views come in. And by the way, it's been awesome to see some of the stuff. It's been up like 460% in views, like view count, and up over 1,000% in the actual, like, not viewership, but the time watched. Like, I'm nowhere near like actually like monetizing this, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to or not, even if I do get the offer. But it's just kind of, I don't know, it's really cool and kind of crazy to like, I don't know, I got 7 more hours. Like, people watched my videos for literally 7 hours this week. That is a rather mind-blowing concept for me. You know, we're rapidly approaching 40 videos, I think, since the creation of the channel. Like, I don't know how many videos. I know there's people that have gone from like nothing to monetized in one video, and I know I haven't really heard of anyone that's like got a hefty stock of videos and not been monetized, but I'm sure it's happened. And so it's kind of this weird it's kind of this weird situation where it's like, how many, it's kind of fun to think about. It's like, how many videos do I need to actually put out before, you know, it's profitable? And like, I'm not trying to live off this, but it'd be cool if there was some more income. Like, I could increase my knife collection, which, I don't know, I gotta figure out the etymology, or not the etymology, but like the history of like the plague doctor. Because I recently got, I think I talked about it before, but I got a kind of a special knife for me, and I dig it. But somebody on Reddit jumped on and was like, I hate these, like, what did he call it? I don't remember what he called it, but he basically just said it was like offensive and political or something. And I was like, how? And he was like, well, you know, it's telling you not to fear, you know, the pandemic. Yeah, I was just lost, because it's like, where does it say that? Maybe it's a weird interpretation, but alright, you know, everyone's open to their own. So this should give us extra soul hearts. And I think this is a clean bedroom. And because this is a clean bedroom, if I do this, there should be a crawl space. Yeah, it just was like, what? Like, where did that come from? Like, just, how'd you draw that conclusion, my friend? And I don't know, it was their interpretation of it, and I guess, whatever. They can feel how they feel about it, because that ain't my problem. Aside from that, I was up way too late, because I got the wild hair up my ass to do something that I like to do, which is program. What I ended up doing is making a program to convert my PDF books, because I have plenty of them, into audiobooks. That was quite fun, although I hate the voice of it. So that kind of sucks. I gotta figure out a way to, wow, that was way longer than I think it should have been. I had to figure out a way to, change the voice of it, I guess, is what I'd say. Like, I just don't like the voice. It's a very robotic voice, which is understandable, because it's a free Python library, so it's not like it's like a high dollar anything. And so, there are some changes I can make. Stop getting hit by stuff. I don't like it. You know, there's some changes I can make, but nothing too, you know, there's not too many. And so, just kind of roll with it for now and absorb the knowledge I can, because it is a lot of information in books. Like the etiquette book I'm reading, I actually think is a very interesting book. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's not anything too crazy, but it's an interesting book. Like, it really, they're really trying to do something with it, with the etiquette part. And I think I said this before, but like, I can't teach my son etiquette or like why it's important if I can't actually tell him what etiquette is and, you know, why it's important. Weird thing, it's really difficult to teach someone something you don't know. Die. That did not do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Like, really. Can we stop this? But yeah, it's so yeah, learning more. My son has a just rabid fascination with robots. And I have no idea where he got it from. I don't care though, because it's really cool. And so yeah, we've got a couple of books, and in said books, they teach you how to make robots. And I'm strongly considering building a robot with him because, you know, robots. But he swears up and down that he's going to build a, that was a laser. He's going to build a God, what did he say? A giant T-Rex robot is his goal. He's shooting for. It's like, all right, man, you know, we know people. We can do this. The funniest part is we actually, like, the skills of my family and everything, and the skills of my in-laws, there's a distinct possibility that this could actually happen. And so I am not where I want to be. I didn't know that was there. Yeah, I didn't really think about it at the time, but like, you know, it's distinctly possible that this could actually happen. And that is hilarious and terrifying. Kind of goes back to what I was talking about before, though. Like, you know, you gotta ask those questions. Like, could we build a robot? Yes, we can. All right. Should we build a robot? Probably not, but we're definitely gonna. Like, why robot? Like, need I say more? Kids' imagination and just ability to question things is amazing and terrifying, because they will ask you questions that you may not have ever thought to ask yourself. What the heck? You know, you may not have ever thought to ask these questions yourself. And you're just like, you know, man, I just don't know. Like, that's a question I've never really asked, because I never really thought I needed an answer for it, but now I do. And it kind of makes you laugh sometimes, and sometimes it makes you cringe. Like, my son keeps asking where babies come from. And anyone that's gone through that conversation with any child knows exactly how, just the whole concept of reproduction. Trying to explain that to a 3-year-old is just not something I think you should do. It's just not a good time. You know, It's just one of those things where it's like, you know what, let's just, I don't know, let's figure out the most benign way I can say this and then just go with that until you're older, because I'm not going to explain sex to a 3-year-old. It's just, no. For several reasons. Hell, I don't want to explain I don't want to explain sex to a teenager. Like, why would I want to explain it to a 3-year-old? My older brother did. I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, I love my brother, but what? Like, he told my sister, which was hilarious, because she's a teacher, and she's like, yep, you're right, like, you got everything right there, and like, I don't know why you know that, but I'll be damned if you're not dead on. That made me laugh, that story. Oh man. See, there's a lot of things to be happy about in life. Even if everything sucks for a little bit. Plus you gotta laugh. I mean, if you're not laughing, it's a rough time. You know? It's yeah. If you're not laughing at some stuff, you have to find joy in life, or it's gonna win anyways, because it's life. But you're gonna have a harder time. And don't ask if things can get worse. Don't ask if things can get harder, because they can. Life can absolutely get harder than it is for anyone at any point in time. And asking that question, that's a dangerous proposition, because well, life is not malevolent or anything. It doesn't tend to take kindly to challenges, in my experience. I don't need a joke card. I'm a dork. Like I said, it doesn't take kindly to being challenged. And so its response, in my experience, will be swift and quite vocal. So, you know, I think I fought enough of you guys. I'm kind of sick of, you know what? I forgot I could just do that. Stop hitting me. I hate the cross shots. Those are the bane of my existence. We don't have a lot of health or damage. So this should give us another soul heart, hopefully. Thank you. This should give us another soul heart. Thank you. And Death's List Brimstone. I'm going Death's List, because I've got enough followers and I don't want conjoined. And this does give us the chance to get things like soul hearts and potentially stat ups and stuff like that. Just do that. Forgot. See? Soul heart. Bam. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. I definitely shouldn't have done that. This was a bad thing to do. And I'm making it significantly worse. I don't know how I got out alive. Really don't. I'm happy I did, but how I did, yeah. I hate Chub. Chub is a crap boss. So the blister is, like, if you trust the process, the blister can get it done. Yeah, I don't like that. Get in there, Gemini. Oh man. But yeah, it's so I'm grumpy because I hurt. Because I did physical therapy today, and you know, I did what physical therapists do and tell you to work out, and then I worked out. Crazy, right? But I actually am enjoying it. I'm really hoping to soon, now that it's, you know, above freezing. And I do mean that literally, because where I live it gets below freezing, and that is a cold time. I'm very much hoping that I can grab my son and go. My in-laws are close enough that we can actually ride a bike to their house from our apartment, and I think that that would be a really fun thing to do with my son because it would get us out into nature. And as much as I like video games and I like, you know, programming, oddly enough, I also really like nature. I think it's really cool, and I think that, you know, it's just a really important thing to be in nature. Yeah, it's. I just think it's important, and so I want to teach my kids that. Part of teaching my kids that is getting them out into it, and part of getting them out into it is I have to go out into it, so I guess I gotta go out in nature. Or something. But it's, aside from the ticks. Ticks suck. Ticks are horrifying, and I hate them. I guess not horrifying. I just hate them. I hate ticks. They're terrible, terrible creatures. You know what? I'm out of here. But yeah, I want to get my kids out in nature and stuff, and part of that is I want to ride a bike to my in-laws' house. It's really not that far. We are going to lose the streak right now. Bareless. Frustrating week. And with that loss, I hope everyone has a good night, and hopefully we'll get on a better streak here soon, because I feel like we've been having a tough one. Later.